Previously, on Charting Course.
I think it needs inner outer sills, floor pans at the front and at the back of the passenger and driver's seats. So it does need a specialist to undertake the job, really, because it's too far for us to do. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Rather be honest with you. We won't, if it's too far gone, we'll tell you it's too far gone. We won't just keep going and we don't watch things.
Thank
I'm
you.
really sorry.
Ulendo is back. We've got a lot more problems than I thought we had. Let's just say there's a few more than a few repairs that need doing. Ulendo's underside is almost completely rusted out. Unlike people who would just probably give up in this situation, that's not an option for me. I don't know, I've got too much emotion in him now. I've got too invested in him, and there will only ever be one Ulendo. He speaks to me a lot because I just thought of this. Even though externally he looks like, nothing's ever bad has ever happened to him in his life, underneath he's a wreck. He's a complete wreck. It had been a rough few weeks. Ulendo had returned, but in a worse condition than I had ever imagined possible. Over the month of June, he sat out in furious rainstorms under cover, until I couldn't take the disconnection any longer. I moved back in after the rough weather had passed and started researching and calling every garage, workshop and backyard business that had the word restoration in their name. Soon I called a mechanic living close to me who specialised in body and paintwork, who kindly came up one day to inspect and point out everything that lurked beneath. So it's about 5:30 now. I've waited around during the day, been up to the forest, done some reading, la-di-da-di-da, and now I'm back at Ulendo and I'm going to take the cover off so that the guy from the garage can come and take a look at him. This guy is called Alan, lovely gentleman. I'm hoping that he's the one that's going to work on Ulendo, but we're going to have to see. It's a judge of character before anything else, to see whether or not he will be in good hands. Ulendo, that is, not Alan. Hello there, sir. You made it. It's a bit hidden by the bushes. We're right here. Yeah, literally, round the corner. Thank you, mate. You could just park up there if you like. Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you. You're Alan, then?
I'm Alan.
Nice to meet you,
Infinity.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you rocking up and seeing me looking like this probably tracks the name and the rest of it. It sounds just as
You look
insane.
like you should be in an 80s band. 70s band. No?
More 70s, yeah, that's the aim. Anyway, this is the offending
piece,
item.
is it?
Yeah, I gotta say though, thank you so much, because you've literally just come from work, obviously. So the fact that you've come all the way out here and so on just for this, it really means a lot. So thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. For one of these,
Yeah.
you look pretty clean.
Thank you.
I usually rot out these things.
Yeah. Interior, exterior, he looks great, but underneath he's a nightmare.
So what I got to do, I got to sort of give you a rough price,
Yeah.
and including painting.
Yeah, preferably. I'd like him just to look as nice as he can.
There's a lot of undersill under here. Someone's like you say, been at it. That's mega work.
Yeah.
Mega work. Well, I can see like the centre part looks alright. It's sort of around the edges, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more around the edges. I'm so sorry. Do you want a tissue or something?
No, I just going to my eyes.
I'm sorry. You can use my sunglasses if you want.
Yeah, well, you'll see fuck all.
I was just about to say, I regretted that as soon as I said it.
See where that plate's gone. Someone checked the plate on.
Plate?
Yeah, there's like a machine, I can't remember where it was. I saw a plate rolling off. See, like, this is all undersill.
Yeah.
There's some cunts painting on top of it. You should never do that.
Yeah.
That's what happens, it just like that. I think they just, somebody's tidied it to sell it.
Yeah, I think they have, yeah.
You're going to need an arch there, because that's all gone all right now. It's all filler.
Yeah.
Feeling the back of it. The inner arch feels good.
Alan and I surveyed Ulendo's undercarriage carefully, and he gave me some really valuable insight to take away from our first meeting. But, sadly, I wasn't completely confident in having the work undertaken by him. Don't get me wrong, Alan was a really nice guy who I had fun chatting about 70s rock music and tease-maids with. I have a tease-maid that wakes me up in the morning.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
But he didn't seem to share in my standard for Ulendo's bodywork that I so desperately needed met.
Yeah, I could be welding away underneath and it could be a fireball above me.
Nice. Well...
Which has happened.
Yes, okay, that gives me confidence.
Yeah, burn out escort.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
You're not selling me on this, to be honest. I'd like it as smooth as possible, so, yeah. What are you thinking?
Hell.
My standard is high for Ulendo, and smooth welding and bodywork for my vintage friend is something that is imperative for his future. So, the search would have to continue in the background. Because in a few days, it would be time to face an even greater challenge. So, today is the 27th of June, 2022. I have a driver's test tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, really positive about it. I started learning how to drive in 2020, just before the first lockdown hit, so that was a really good time to learn how to drive. Throughout the lockdowns, obviously, everything got postponed and over and over and over, and the backlog happened, and it got harder and harder and harder to be a driver. Now, in 2022, about 2 years later, I'm finally, sitting down and I'm getting my second test done. I did my first one in October 17th, I think, of last year, 2021. But I wasn't ready for it, to be honest. So today I'm just focusing on having my modern technology, unfortunately. There is a little bit of modern stuff. Having a bit of modern tech sitting here and just playing some dash cam footage or something like that, so that I can just prepare myself and be ready entirely for tomorrow. I had my driver's lesson this morning, which went a bit roughly. A couple of little hiccups here or there, but then again, that's just what you get. Generally, when you're driving, there's always going to be a couple of hiccups. You can't be an absolute perfectionist. But tomorrow, I absolutely have to be a 100% perfectionist. And I need to learn not to beat myself up about it, because if I keep beating myself up about little things, I'm just going to get inside my own head, and then I'm going to make more mistakes. So, most important thing is to focus tomorrow, and just study all day today and try my best. First off, start his engine, make sure he still runs, because, it's been dormant for about a week or so. Straight away, good boy. Nice. Now, as I practiced this way for a few more hours, let me tell you a little story. Back in February, after viewing Ulendo, I got an AA inspection done on him before purchasing him, to find out what condition he was in. If you're not from the UK and don't know what one of these is, put simply, it's a comprehensive vehicle inspection, carried out by a professional to assess a vehicle before you purchase it from the dealership. It features a physical inspection including mechanical parts, bodywork checks for accident damage, and even a 10-mile road test by the inspector. In Ulendo's report, it was made transparently clear to me that among his slew of other issues, the radiator and radio are both not working. I thought that might be due to the battery, but even after putting in a new one, both have never come to life. So, you can imagine my surprise when this happened. Oh my god! Oh my god, you won't believe this, but... oh wow! Oh, this is not a fluke. I don't know what just happened, but the aircon works. Look. Look, that air is coming from the air. And look at my hair. Oh my god! That's so weird! Okay, so I just started the end. Not kidding, the air conditioning has never worked before. According to the AA inspection report, the air conditioner, the vent, it doesn't work. But listen, watch! I pull this down, okay, and watch, listen. Oh no. Oh no, please, no! Don't do this for me, please, I beg. Okay, you heard it, you saw it, you all heard it and saw it, it worked for 5 seconds. Okay, that's weird. That's really, really weird. You all heard it, you all saw it, the air conditioning worked. I haven't tampered with it, I haven't done anything to it, I've just kind of been sitting here, you know, listening to Beach Boys, Don't Worry Baby, and stuff like that, and like all these kind of nice rock and roll hits, and all of a sudden his air conditioning starts to work for the first time while I'm just, you know, having some quality time with him. So I have a feeling he's coming back to life, and I don't know, it's just, it feels quite emotional to have the air conditioning work. I don't know why, that's really weird. Come on. Yes! Listen! Listen to that! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! It would be probably too much to ask if I could test the radio. If the radio started working, then I'd be freaked out. But let's see, just for fun. No, radio's still sadly dead. Oh! No, it's not! What the fuck? Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is the first time this has happened!
To Miss Borgs, Year 6 teacher, currently writing the end-of-year reports for the little cherubs.
That is so freaking weird.
Is up there joining the fishing.
That is so weird. I love it.
Your teacher's
As a huge fan of a certain movie about a car that comes to life when you love it more and like you dedicate yourself to it. Oh, that's freaky. That's so weird though, that's really weird to me, is that the radio just starts working, and the thing is I haven't done anything, I haven't tampered with anything, I haven't looked at anything, I haven't opened anything up, I literally was just sitting in there and like, you know what, I'm gonna put the engine on, and then it all comes to life. I honestly, I don't get what's going on or what happens. Wow. Seriously, wow. Do something like best driving test.
Well, I'd like to say that Infinity Insanity Alexander has been the most fun driving test pupil in the world.
In the world. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, well done. Congratulations.
Oh, we shook hands.
Yeah.
Ah, this is the moment.
Nice firm drive grip you've got as well.
Yes, absolutely. What's got
Yes.
very manly.
Yes.
I don't know what to do now. This feels like a bit of a bittersweet ending almost, but it's not really the ending, is it? It's just
Just the big. It's just the end of the beginning.
it's the end of the beginning of the end, the end of the beginning. Seriously, thank you so much for everything that you've done and the patience you've had with my incessant self-loathing.
Well, thank you for making my job very enjoyable for the 2-hour sessions that we had.
I passed. Yes! Oh, thank you, Dad. May I have a hug from you, Come here. You're too tall. Right. Are you sitting down?
Yes.
I passed!
It's wonderful.
I passed.
Well done, you deserve it after all. Well done, darling. Hello, have you got news for me?
I have got some news for you. I passed.
Well done.
Thank you. Next time on Charting Course. Cleaning, cleaning, and more cleaning. Ooh, shaking well. Went on the bus, went straight to the Halfords, and got a bunch of fun stuff. I pay a visit to the one and only
Mr. Michael Wyatt.
and do a little DIY to keep the summer sun at bay. Split it down the middle.
Oh God, no, don't cut my head off.
That's coming up next in episode 9 of Charting Course.
Ready? Steady? Go!
That's another thing I forgot to mention, said Dill. You know that knob on top of the gear lever? The one that says forward and reverse?
You mean this one?
It was on the wrong way round.